Hey, this is Amazon Jude, and Happy New Year's Eve. I hope everybody's got their designated drivers, and I hope that everybody's got their supply of good smoke at home. Either way, the weather is crap. I don't think I'd risk my family or my friends by going anywhere special. What can't you lay into the home front and make it probably the better party without having to deal with assholes somewhere in public? So we're staying home tonight, and we're going to listen to good music. I already cooked our prime rib for tomorrow. Mashed potatoes, gravy, you name it, it's on my dinner plate. And then we'll probably kick back. And no, we're not watching football. We're going to watch movies. And I think probably the first movie that I'm going to slap in is... God, it's on Netflix. It's called Ozark. What a great drama. Man, that is just exactly what the Clinton Foundation is, what the Obama Foundation is, what the McCain Foundation is, probably what the Bush Foundation is. They were the new mafia. Instead of dirt coats and 1934 trucks and Tommy guns, and no, the crooks just got sophisticated and they moved into the political realm. Okay, here's mine. My things for 2019 I would like to see. I would like to see Obama and Clinton's entire network in prison, or hung by the neck till dead outside of Arlington Cemetery, until everyone gets the idea that we're not going to accept any more corruption. I know that sounds drastic, but you know what? Fuck it. These guys are 30 years deep in corruption. We haven't had a real president since John F. Kennedy, and they killed him. We know that it wasn't one shooter, Harvey Oswald or whatever. It was two. It was targeted because they couldn't let him stop what they were starting, which is the New World Order. Okay, so things I love. I love my daughter-in-law, Candace, and I'm thankful for her for walking me through and coming over and giving me a shower when nobody else would during my cancer treatments. I still don't know if I'm clear, and I probably won't know until somewhere around February when I take my first CAT scan after all the poisonous months, 13 months of. I'm thankful for my friend Donnie Ray. In the beginning, when this started, she came over and she scrubbed my floors and changed my beds and did anything I asked her to do, because she's my friend. I've known her since way back when I lived over in Spring Hill Apartments and we were raising our young'uns. James is 32, her daughter's 31, something like that. I know they were close. I'm thankful for my friend Debbie T from Texas. She was sitting in the waiting room to see the doctor at the oncologist, and she just looked like she had a friendly face, so I struck up a conversation with her, and she told me, "You're gonna get sick." And I cannot, to this day, thank her for that, because it allowed me to plan for my cancer treatment. So, Debbie T, back home in Texas, I love you. I cannot thank and be more grateful for Daniel and Tess. Daniel reminds me of my son. He's about 8 years older. No, it's not a Mrs. Jones thing. Okay, he is meticulous. He's like a Donald Trump. Yeah, meticulous. You want to know what Donald Trump thinks about cleanliness, and why I never believed for a moment that he would screw Stormy Daniels or Playboy Bunnies or anybody else? You know why? Because he's meticulous. You ever want to know about him? You go see what he does for his plane. the Trump plane, and then you'll get it. Okay? He might have hired her and the bunny girl to be on his arm for the night because he's whining and dining some business or something. That seems a little more up his alley. Not some backroom seedy screw deal like Bill Clinton. Okay, and anybody who has studied this stuff like we do as patriots in America. Hi, Twitter. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, they locked me out. They locked me out. I have like 127 followers. And they blocked me. I am nobody. Anyway, let's go back. 2018, what I'm thankful for. Hillary Clinton is finally being bust. Judicial Watch is finally getting the FOIA request. We finally having the fight over the wall, and I think we're going to win because, you know what, Nancy's supposed to take office here as the majority leader in the House. If I was Paul Ryan, I'd take that big gavel and I'd bash that old bitch's head in. That would take care of that. She's off in Hawaii partying, drinking her Chivas, $209,000 worth of booze bill on our tax dime. Nobody wants to talk about that. 85 fucking years old. If she has another facelift, she's going to be able to blink her lips. Chuck Schumer and his cow wife at the black tie. What do you do with a sausage? You put it in a black dress, and it has no hips. He thinks it's okay to shut the government down. Hey, it's all on your dime, dude. You know, we want the fucking wall. That's it. We're done. You fucking shyster us by for 2 years. It's no more. The only ones hurting are the ones you're letting to hurt. Meanwhile, them borders are open, and cops are getting killed. People are missing. Drug overdoses. You sure you want to stand on the side of open borders with 350 million Americans? And you guys are so small. You live in these little clump cities. And you know those cities? They're always the highest crime, the highest drug rate, the highest poverty, the highest. You know why? Because that's what Democrats do, is they siphon off your money. They siphon off your tax dollars to make themselves rich so they can go to fucking Hawaii and party while there's a government shutdown. But I regress. Things I'm thankful for in people. I want to thank my Dr. Flippin. I want to thank my Dr. Tobin. I want to thank Nurse Mandy. I want to thank over at Jane Fleming's office, Willow, Jane Fleming herself. I want to thank Yoli, my blood work gal. I have a port, and I'd still rather have her poke me. What's that tell you? She's gay. I want to thank Wyoming's infectious disease control. They do not get enough money. They should get it because they treat everything from diabetes issues and sores on up. I'm thankful for my neighbor, Carol, and her son. Her son, Matt, will do anything I need, whether it's go to Walmart or pick up my prescriptions or feed my geese. The kid's smart, he's honest, he's homeschooled. So he's not corrupted by our teachers' unions teaching, yeah, hey, socialism is good. At least one kid I know will never buy that shit. My son either, James. He knows this government's been corrupt since right after JFK. Everything that came after that, they were either placeholders for the next fucking crooked regime, Bush, Clinton, Obama, God, what was the other one that was? Kennedy, yeah. And that, I don't mean the original president. I mean Ted Kennedy, who left that woman drowning in a fucking lake because he was too fucking drunk to call paramedics. So, anyway, I'm thankful for my good doctors and nurses, Jonna, and Carol. God, how do you name people that let you, be angry, be happy, be sad, be tired, be sick, without changing how they feel about you or the way they treat you? That's what Rocky Mountain Oncology is. If you have cancer, that is your first stop in Wyoming. I have to say that a lot of cancers, I would really rather you guys go down to Denver and see if you can find, because they're up to date down there. They've got radiation pills now. No longer do I have to have my veins pumped full of fucking garbage, to kill every cell in my body, hoping to catch a cancer along the way. You can take a pill. Cancer treatment is coming about so fast. And with Donald Trump, the right to try law is now there. That's awesome. That means if they come out like the fella in Germany and then the woman in Australia came out with 13 new ways to kill cancer in the lower extremities of a woman, whether it be fallopian tube, uterus, whatever, pain, all of that. And at least now that we are in the United States, we can try these drugs. It's up to us. Maybe they work, maybe they don't. But you know what? The right to try is what's important. So another thing I'm thankful this year is that my husband stood by me. He's not one of those guys that will sit with my appointments. I don't want him to be one of those guys to sit with me in my appointments. I want to remain strong in his eyes, and I want him to remain strong in my eyes. This is what happens after 20 years of marriage, is that we both take on exactly what we need to take on, but we're not going to overload the other one and make a burden of ourselves. This was our marriage. This is what my marriage is. This is what I wanted it to be. I wanted it on equal footing. Okay, another one that I'm thankful for is that I lost 56 pounds with the chemo. So I'm no longer breathing hard. I'm no longer hacking. My EKG came back good. My heart ultrasound came back good. I got a little stenosis in the left ventricle. So that means that's probably why my right foot swells up. And it's probably because of my smoking. That it's been my regret. Let's do my regrets. I regret that I didn't spend more time with my son's wife before I got sick. Candace is a wonderful person. And James once told me, he said, I married my mom. I took it as a compliment because she's like me so much. She's loud, she's opinionated, she's, but she's beautiful. She has the most beautiful eyes. She's highly intelligent, and she knows she's got it good. I mean, she recognizes what a good man is, and she told me one time, she said, I'm so surprised when James could sew on the sewing machine. I said, why are you surprised? And she goes, I just don't know guys that sew. And I said, my son has been standing on a chair since he could drag it to the kitchen up to the stove to make macaroni and cheese. And then when his pants ripped, I showed him how to sew them. And then when he didn't have clean laundry, I showed him how to wash laundry. I wanted James independent. I wanted him to be able to survive no matter what the fuck happened and what circumstance changed. And I think that's what she loves about him, is that he's the leader. And that is something that is missing in America. You can't have two sets of pants in a family and have it work. Somebody's got to be the leader. Somebody's got to be the follower.
Wait, I forgot. But anyway, go ahead.
No, but I mean, that was one of the frustrations. I go to Washington, D.C., and suddenly these articles in big publications, like the Washington Post, they never call you, they never ask a question. Suddenly they're the expert, they write all these things about it.
Yes.
I really liked what Donald Trump Jr. tweeted out in this to Ocasio-Cortez, which said, imagine what it's like if they actually hate you.
Yeah.
You know, and so there's a lot of truth to that, but it is endless how many things get written about somebody with no sources, nothing that's highlighted.
Can I ask you something though? Do you think